Good morning, grade 6. Welcome to our lesson today. Today we are going to study together Unit 1, Lesson 4, Students Book, page 14. Students Book, page 14. Our lesson today is a text that we call it a film review. A film review. So what's a film review? It's like when you watch a film and you want to write what you like it in the film and what you didn't like and what other people think and what's your opinion if you recommend this film to your friends or you don't recommend it. First of all, let's look together here the register. Before we begin writing something, we must decide which register is appropriate. Postcards, emails, and friendly letters should use informal language. Reviews and articles are usually written in semi-formal language. Job applications and letters of complaint should be formal. So, I told you that our text today is a film review. When we write a film review, which kind of language we should use? Yes, that's right. It's a semi-formal language. It's something between formal and informal language. So you have to write what you think about the film, and you should use the proper, appropriate language or the semi-formal register. Let's do together activity 1, which is read the sentences and tick the ones that are appropriate for a semi-formal review. Why are the others not appropriate? Okay, let's do the activity together. The first one, the story is completely stupid. Stupid? Can we use this kind of language when we write a review? No, we don't use it because this sentence is informal and completely offensive. So the first one is not included or is not appropriate for a semi-formal language. What about number 2? The plot of the film is simple. The plot of the film is simple. Is it appropriate for a semi-formal language? Yes, it's appropriate. So number 2, we should put a tick or an X, whatever. Number 3, the film is neither a complete failure nor a huge success. Can that be appropriate for a semi-formal review? Yes, it's appropriate. So number 3, we put a tick or an X. Number 4, even a 5-year-old could act better than these actors. Even a 5-year-old could act better than these actors. Is that an appropriate language that we should use in a review? No, it's not appropriate. So number 4, skip it because it's so informal. Number 5, this film is a load of rubbish. A load of rubbish. Can we say that? Can we write that in a film review? No, it's so informal and so offensive also. So number 5, skip it also. The last one, number 6, the actors don't fulfill their potential. The actors don't fulfill their potential. That's correct. We can choose this one as an appropriate language. So in writing a film review, you should use the appropriate language and use a semi-formal register. Okay. For exercise 2, read this writing task and answer the questions. Write a review of a film you have seen for your school online magazine. Describe what happens in the film and say what you liked about it and what you didn't like about it. Okay, after reading this writing task, We should answer these questions. The first one, what type of text will you write? Is it an email? Is it a complaint? Is it a letter? Is it an article? No, it's not one of those. It's a review. Number two, so the answer for number one, it's a film review. Number two, will you only write positive things about it? No. We should write positive things and negative things also, because the question asks you to describe what happens and say what you liked about it and what you didn't like it. So we should write both negative and positive things you like it or didn't like. Number three, who will read the review? You are writing this review for what? For your school online magazine. So what kind of people are going to read this review? Okay, other students will read it, parents will read it, teachers will read it, or anyone who has an access to the school magazine website. The last one, number four, what three things will your review include? What three things will your review include? First of all, it should include a description of what happens in the film. Second, you should write what you liked about the film. And the third one, you should write what you didn't like about the film. Okay, this text is about a film called Queen of Katwe. Queen of Katwe. As we studied in lesson 2, this unit, we have learned about Fiona Mutesi. Fiona Mutesi, the Queen of Chess. She was a poor girl that she learned chess, and she was a prodigy or a miracle child, very intelligent in this game, and she won the world championship in chess. They have made her life in a film, or have presented her life in a film, and it's called The Queen of Katwe. But before we read the text, let's watch together this film about the Queen of Katwe.
It is because of chess that all the kids actually, that they have come to where we are.
Fiona has had a very, very large impact. She is a hero. You hear her name spoken, and it is spoken with awe and respect.
I always sit down and then I look at that situation of all the people why Fiona. Now I look at the situation whereby a book has been written about me, and right now a movie, Queen of Katwe, is coming out in September.
Only champions can see that many variations. What is preventing you from being a grandmaster?
So I feel like things are just changing in my life.
This is the real Fiona.
My name is Mutesi Fiona. I'm right now 20 years old. I'm a chess champion in Uganda. I like chess because when you compare chess with life, it's like the same thing. You have to be focused and then determined. So if you're not determined, it's really hard to get what you want. Chess has changed my life in many ways because
Okay, dear students, that's enough from the film. Now let's read together the text or the film review about Fiona Mutesi. While reading, we have to choose the most appropriate words to complete the text. Okay, the title of the review is Queen of Katwe. That's the name of the film. The film Queen of Katwe might not seem a lot of fun at first sight. It's about chess. However, it's about a lot more than that. It might not be totally awesome or a huge hit. Which one is the most appropriate language to use with a film review? That's right. It might not be a huge hit. But you will love this film's real life story. Queen of Katwe is based on the true story of a girl who succeeds against all the odds. The story sometimes feels rather predictable or dead boring. Of course, rather predictable because dead boring is more informal. And the script didn't always work for me. Critics, people who give their opinions about the film, say the positive things and the negative things about the film. Critics will say that we have seen this plot before. Every year, filmmakers offer audiences the same basic plot. A person has a dream of becoming great at something. They overcome many challenges. They achieve their ambition. We have seen it all before. The third paragraph. What is different here is the amazing true story of Ugandan chess champion Fiona Mutesi. Her early life in Kampala is completely rubbish or impossibly hard. We cannot say completely rubbish when we write a film review. It's very informal. We should say impossibly hard. But she finds success through her amazing gift for playing and winning the game of chess. The acting is pretty okay or excellent. Yes, that's right. Excellent is the correct for or the correct register. Medina Nalwanga is charming as Fiona. Lupita Nyong'o is great as the strong mother, keeping her family together. David Oyelowo plays the coach who teaches Fiona, and the bunch of kids or the group of children. Yes, that's right. The group of children is most appropriate. Who often steal the limelight from or are heaps better than. Of course, steal the limelight from means attract all the attention of the audiences for the film. So, who often steal the limelight from some of the more experienced actors. The conclusion, overall, Queen of Katwe is a powerful and well-made film. Judges are unlikely to give this film many awards, but audiences around the world will love it. Pay attention here for the conclusion. The writer here gives his own opinion about the film and mentioned that he recommends the film for other people to watch. Now, let's check together some of the words that you may find difficult. The first one here, the word first sight. First sight means the beginning or the start of something. The first time to do something or the first time to meet someone. When I met Mark, I knew from the first sight we would be best friends. Another one, based on. The origin or the source of something. This film is based on a true life story or a true story. An example, I wrote a story based on my own life experience. Means the origin or the source of my story was a life experience of mine. The word odds means difficulties. Example, I faced some odds in my life, but I managed to succeed. The word script means the scenario or the dialogue, the speech between the actors in a film or in a play. Example, the script of this film or the script of the film was really amazing. Critic, as I told you before, critic is someone who gives positive or negative comments about a film. Example, one of the critics wrote many negative comments on the film. The word plot means story. Example, the plot of the film was amazing. I was excited from beginning to end. The word overcome means beat or defeat. Example, to overcome your fears, you must face them, or to beat your fears, you must face them. To get over your feats, you must face them. The word ambition, it's a noun that means aim or goal. His ambition was to become a pilot, and he was able to do it. Charming. Charming means amazing, awesome, wonderful. Example, the end of the film was charming, was amazing, was wonderful. I didn't expect it would be such an amazing scene. The word limelight. Limelight means the focus or the attention. Something that takes people's attention or interests them. For example, his perfect performance brought him into the limelight. Make all the people pay attention to him. The word heaps means a lot of something or too much of something. Example, I don't like the French teacher. He gives us heaps of homework. The word scene means a film scene or a play scene or the accident scene. Is it an action scene, a romantic scene, a drama scene? Example, this actor was amazing in this action scene. The word scenery, not to be confused between scene and scenery. Scenery means view, the view itself, or a beautiful view in nature, not in a film. For example, I felt relaxed when I looked at the sea from the balcony. It was a beautiful scenery. The word hilarious means very funny and cheerful. Example, the film was absolutely hilarious. We couldn't stop laughing. Cast. The cast are the actors who perform in a film or a play. The word thriller means an exciting film or an exciting play. Example, it's a thriller about a serious killer, or this film is a thriller about a serious killer. The word performance comes from the verb perform. How well. Performance means how well a person or a machine works. And the word perform as a verb means to act or do something, like doing an action or doing some work. Storyline. Storyline means the plot or the events which happen in a book or a story, a film or a TV show. Okay, dear students, this is the end of our session today. Waiting to see you again in more lessons to explain in the future. Goodbye for now and wait for me soon.